Good morning, it's Hiker Dude Dad. It's December 7th and it is snowing. Let's knock out this section of the Conestoga Trail. Let's go. Speedwell Lake in the back there. This is absolutely beautiful. Map sticks to the car right now. I'll show you what we're doing. We are here by the dam at Speedwell Lake. We're going to be in the woods down Hammer Creek a little bit to Old Pike. Shoot out here. Zartman's Mill is right there. We've got a little bit of a road walk on Zartman Mills Road. Then the part I'm really worried about, although I looked at the shoulder, it doesn't look too bad. Up 501 just a little bit. Back in the woods then all the way to Snavely's Mill and then back. We're looking at about 2.7 miles out, 2.7 miles back. 5-mile hike to knock out this section of the Conestoga Trail. My map's all soaked now. I'm gonna throw that back in the car. So we're right on the dam here on Speedwell Lake. Dam outlet is over there and Hammer Creek flows out. We're going to take this path down alongside it. Can't imagine how icy that water is coming out of there. Giant snowflakes just pouring down here. This is awesome. Conestoga's orange blazes really stand out here on this white winter day. All right, so this is not the most prepared I've ever been for a hike. I did not lose the orange hat again. It is in my car. I have my wife's car. We had to give my son's goalie a ride to practice last night, as we often do. So we had to switch cars. I needed the big one for all his goalie gear and my son's gear. So she was working overnight, didn't get home in time. I had to take advantage of the snow, so I just left. I've got like my dry bag instead of my backpack with like water and a towel. I don't know, I don't even have my regular hiking boots. I'm using my waterproof ones, which not a bad strategy today as they are already getting coated. Look at this. Oh my God, we needed this. I needed this. We did not have like any snow last year, hardly any at all. So this is amazing. I wanted a lot of snow. I want a lot of snow in December. I want a lot of snow in January. I want some winter wonderland hikes. Again, Hammer Creek here, just absolutely beautiful. All right, so a little bit of a road walk here. This road shouldn't be too busy. This is Old Pike, and we're going to be turning on Zartman Mill Road. Although right here should be the mill complex. All right, so here at the little island intersection of these three roads, we have Zartman's Mill. It's a 65-foot by 40-foot building, 3.5 stories, sandstone, brownstone, and wood frame inside. That is an absolutely beautiful building. It was built in 1775 by Christian Stauffer. The Stauffers owned it through 1824. Then there's some insufficient records, but then in 1864 Edward L. Kreider is shown as the owner. From 1875 through 1899, it was known as E.B. Brubaker's Grist and Sawmill. So that is awesome. This whole little complex here, I think these buildings were all part of it, and I believe it's probably a private residence right now. So we'll keep moving and I'll talk about it a little bit more. Beautiful buildings right around here. It's a cool little intersection. It's like Zartman Town. So a bit of a road walk down here along Zartman Mill Road, all the way down to 501. So let's tell you a little more about the mill back there. It was powered by Hammer Creek, which we were walking along. There was a 2,500 foot head race, which supplied water power to the 2 turbines and 1 overshot wheel, utilizing 8 feet of fall before returning to the creek via the 500 foot tail race. If you know what all that means, phenomenal. Great job. I have no idea what all these mill terms are. I think the wheel I was talking about is that big one on the outside though. So it was a grist mill, a sawmill, and 90 barrels of flour a day were being produced. The next mill we get to, not quite that much output by far. So this is a pretty big mill, I would wager. In 1969, the mill was owned and operated by E.K. Zartman. That's why it has that name now. In 1987, it was being used for storage and had been fixed up somewhat by 1995. It looks awesome now. That was the most current information I could find online, but it looks absolutely awesome now. As does this snow. Oh my God. There's no way I was sitting around the house this morning. This is amazing. All right, so I'm walking along Route 501, Furnace Hills Pike. I'm in the grass. There's a big shoulder, but things are wet and slippery. Beautiful looking farm over here on the left and everything. And honestly, this section is not too far. I think right here we're going in. We're not crossing the stream. If I cross the stream, I went too far. Cross 501, and this is not the best place maybe to walk, but at least I'm on the safer side of the guardrail, I think. The trail is marked on this side of the guardrail, so I'm gonna do that. I'm using this here. I don't want to slide down in there, but definitely have orange on this side of the guardrail. I hate these road walks. Goodbye. Please do. Hello. I'm back. We're back in the woods. I don't love the road walking. I think that's it though for this section. So it really wasn't that far. No cars passed me on Zartman Mill Road. And many cars passed me on 501, of course. There is 501, the bridge over it. And still along Hammer Creek here. Whew. All right, snow and woods from here on. Still going the right way. Like we've got a dam section here. Water's dropping right there. So we came this way. It looks like it splits here and the other way. We just walked over this. Looks pretty awesome. And you do actually have to cross here. The trail goes down in the middle between these two portions of Hammer Creek. So there's these concrete blocks here, like pavers. help you get around. And yeah, we're gonna split it and go down that way. Oh man, and this drop here is pretty awesome. Again, one of the appeals of the Conestoga Trail, farmland and woods. In this case, separated by Hammer Creek. This is a beautiful little section here. The stream is so beautiful, I couldn't have picked a better trail today. A lot of geese in the water and across the trail here. Spreading some wings there. As I walk, they keep taking off, so hopefully they'll take off before I get down there. I'm zoomed in a little bit here, but yeah, you're gonna have to negotiate them. That's too slow, but we just had a mass takeoff. Everybody left. A truck over here on the road got fired up, so they definitely weren't intimidated by me. I was not close enough, but they all left. They have nothing to fear from me. Those are Canada gooses, majestic, barrel-chested, the envies of all ornithologies. Yeah, nah, they took off from the truck, not from me. Definitely walking in the goose steps here. You see the 1, 2, 3 toed foot there with the web foot. There's my print for comparison. A couple of these guys hung around here. Snavely Mill Road, just for 100 feet maybe. And as soon as we cross this section of the stream, I believe we'll go back into the woods. Our end target on this section is Snavely's Mill, which is farther down Snavely's Mill Road. We're just going to woods walk it instead of road walk it, which is great. You just have to jump in between their trucks here to get back down to the trail. We've just been following the tree line around this field here, just following our orange blazes. Yeah, it is so light and fluffy, just clinging to everything. Ah, this is so perfect, so perfect. Oh man, I'm so glad. I almost did this trail yesterday. Yeah, that's right, I almost came out and did this yesterday. There was no snow yesterday. Man, I would have been scrambling to find something else today. I'm gonna do about 5.2 miles out and back. And I think total there's only about 100 feet of elevation. So, you know, it's not like it's one of those snow trails where you're gonna be fighting it the whole way, slipping, sliding, all that. This is just an awesome section of the trail that's been like 80% along the water. Turning up this way, away from the creek. I think we're getting towards the end of the line here. Definitely looks like a modern mill straight ahead out there, way out between those trees. Alright, so here's Snavely's mill. The building, some of the wheels here on the driveway. So it's a private residence now, so I'm not going to stay and hang out. There's signs about cameras being up and you're on camera and everything else right now on like every tree right here. Here's the mill pond for it over here, but yeah, I'm gonna start walking back into the woods and then I'll talk about it. It's just a lot of all right, so Snavely's mill over there, it was built by Martin D. Grube in 1855. We know that because there's a date stone on the northeast side between the third-story windows. I cannot get close enough to even attempt to film that with all those signs around. Successive owners were in 1864, Abraham Burkhart, 1875 to 1899, Benjamin H. Snavely, or gets the name, and lastly, Benjamin B. Snavely, son probably, operated the mill and closed the operation in 1917. By 1969, it was being used for storage, and by 1987, it was converted to a private residence here on Hammer Creek. Beautiful property. 2 turbines turned the millstones to grind flour, and they made 12 barrels a day. Zartman mill, 90 barrels a day, so much smaller operation here. Grist and cornmeal, it was also utilized as a sawmill and a cooperage for making wooden barrels. There are 7 mills along the banks of Hammer Creek in Lancaster County. Only 5 still stand, and we have seen 2 of them today, which is pretty awesome. So I'm headed back the way I came now, unless I see something amazing and different. Like those 2 deer that I totally missed again. I could never be a hunter. I can't even capture them on film. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. You know the drill. Tell a friend even. 2 big shout outs for this video. The suggestion to walk this segment and to make sure I see the mills came from a friend of the channel, very vocal commenter, KW Lanko. Thanks a lot. Your information helped on this trail, and a lot of the details from the mills themselves I got from a website called millpictures.com, run by the aptly named Jim Miller. Yeah, he has basically every mill in the United States detailed with pictures and information and how to find them and what their capacity was and everything. That will come in handy in the future here. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your snow day.